Hey, Reading with O fans! I have two big announcements today. The first one is happy birthday to my auntie! And the second one is we have been on this Reading with O journey for 2 whole years! Away! Now, we are going to keep reading, never stop dreaming. Our story for tonight is called The Dream of Sweets. Have you ever felt judged for your passion? Maybe there was a dream you had that not many first agreed with or made fun of. Well, Luca had a passion that didn't seem acceptable to some. But what was that passion? That answer was, drum roll please, baking! Luca had dreams that may appear different to some. He really loved making things, making the best sweets. I wonder what those sweets are. And even dreamed of opening his own shop one day. He could show those around him that he could make something truly amazing and change how sweets were made. He wanted something that would make everyone say, "Wow, this is like nothing I have never tasted before." His brother Alberto was always supportive of his dream. Of course, that was because he tested all of his sweets his brother made. He also loved sports and even was the star of his baseball team. I'm one of the top 5 on my basketball team. I loved to get dirty. He loved to get dirty and had a passion for doors. That's cool. But he would drop all of that in an instant if it meant he could have a single dessert Luca made. Luca made many desserts, from sprinkle cupcakes to powdered donuts and even banana chocolate chip cookies. His baking teacher was very happy with his progress, as he was baking almost every day. One day, Luca went to Alberto's baseball practice to give him a gift package of sweet bread. I said bread. While he waited for him to finish, some of Alberto's teammates saw him and asked what was in the package. Luca answered them happily that it was some sweet bread, and it was filled with pride. When he told them he made it himself, when the players laughed at him, he frowned as they were mocking his passion. Luca decided not to wait for Alberto after his practice and went home. When he got home, he placed Alberto's package in his bedroom and then went to his own room. He then shut the door, took out a notebook, and began to write for hours. And when I mean hours, I mean hours. Not until all the way to night, back into the morning. He should be asleep by then. Sometimes his writings made him happy. Sometimes they made him frustrated. He would tear out pieces of paper or even scratch out what he wrote at times. He was so focused that he didn't notice Alberto knocking on the door. "Hey, what are you working on?" asked Alberto. "I'm working on a special project. Can you ask the coach if I can sell some of my goods at your game this weekend?" asked Luca. "Yeah, sure. Alberto nodded. He noticed his brother was very deep in thought, and he was a little concerned. I noticed you were waiting for me at practice today. Yeah, some of your teammates laughed at me for making you sweets, so I just leave it on your bed, said Luca. He kept his eyes on his work as he spoke. Okay, well, I'll definitely talk to them about it. No need. I have a plan for this Saturday that will make them change their minds. Then, I'll let you get to it. I guess, Alberto nodded and shut the door, and Luca continued writing into the evening. Like I said, not from practice time to the evening to night, and then all the way into the morning. The next day, he stayed back in his baking class, mixing all sorts of ingredients together. Sugar, strawberries, bananas, anything he could get his hands on was used to make an assortment of desserts. After mixing different batches of chocolate and fruit, he believed he was now satisfied. What he had created, which was a good thing, as he was covered from head to toe with flour and batter by the time he had finished. Flour and batter. How long do you think it will take to get flour off you and batter off you? Anybody? Okay, let's keep reading. The weekend came and Alberto had a big game. He was doing very well, hitting home runs and catching the ball in the outfield. While he played his best, Luca ran a small baking stand approved by the school. When the game ended, Luca came over and gave his brother... Oopsies, reading without fans. I skipped the page. Some cookies he had saved from the stand. The boy saw him with the bag of sweets and snickered. Alberto gave him a look before happily taking them. Joke's on you. I get to eat a delicious treat while you guys sit there and watch. As he munched, this is how he would sound if he was munching. Joke's on you. I get to eat a delicious treat while you guys sit there and watch. You extra much. Some of the boys scoffed at him while others secretly wanted to try the cookies. Overall, most of the boys continued to tease Luca, and the coach took notice. He came over and asked why the boys were all laughing at Luca. The players explained that Luca was doing something silly instead of doing something like playing sports. The coach frowned at his team and shook his head. Don't laugh at Luca. Thanks to his bake stand, the team is able to afford new uniforms and gear for each player. He gave Luca a hard pat on the back. The boys couldn't hide the look of shock on their faces. Luca really was a talented baker. Alberto laughed as he continued to eat his cookies. That's my brother, always making the best stuff. Luca grinned wide as the players quietly thanked him for his work. Thank you for giving us enough money so we can get new uniforms and gear. Would you like to try some of the things I made? Asked Luca, giving a sly grin. Some of the players were hesitant until the pitcher raised a hand. I'll try some. I mean, how good could it be? He shrugged. Luca went to his stand and pulled out a batch of cookies he made for the team. He offered the first one to the pitcher, who carefully took a bite. Oh my gosh! These are amazing! He shouted. The team all took a cookie and made noise of joy as the cookies they ate were so delicious. Yes! Ah! The boys finished their cookies and instantly wanted more. Lucas said that was his last batch, and the team groaned as they wanted more. You see, when the baseball players laughed at Luca for making sweets, he wasn't upset that they made fun of him. Instead, he took it as a challenge. His dream was to make the best, if not most, original desserts that no one could laugh at or deny. And now that he had proven that to the team, he was constantly bringing them sweets to every practice. And they never laughed at his creations again. But, though he made more desserts for others, he always made sure to give Alberto his best batches, because above all the players, his brother was the one who always believed in him the most and supported his dream. Be yourself, young dreamer. Do what you want to do because it makes you happy. People may laugh and tease you, but you have a dream. Not everyone will support your passion, but that's okay. You want to do something amazing, and whether you're a boy who loves sports or a boy who loves to bake, that is your passion. Don't let nobody take it away. I hope you enjoyed the story. Make sure to share and subscribe. Have a great night and be good.